Hi, my name is Andy Poxon, and I'm a teacher for the Cleveland Classical Guitar Society's education program. I hope you enjoyed that first piece called Running, written by our Director of Education, Brian Gaudino, and featuring 3 of our high school students. CCGS education began in 2012 with the goal of creating life-changing experiences for students in the city of Cleveland. By providing guitars and instruction for students across the city in schools and community centers, we strive to make sure that every child has the opportunity to learn an instrument. We're proud to have served over 600 students during the 2019-2020 school year. We'll now look back on some of our favorite moments through the years, featuring performances and interviews from students in our program. Here to introduce the next video is our Director of Education, Brian Gaudino.
Hi, I'm Brian Gaudino, Director of Education for the Cleveland Classical Guitar Society. Thank you for watching this look back on our education program over the last few years. Next up is a great feature on our education program sponsored by the Cleveland Foundation. I hope you enjoy.
Cleveland Classical Guitar Society is a nonprofit organization dedicated to presenting concerts and an education program that's creating life-changing experiences for Cleveland's kids. When I was a teenager, music saved my life. I didn't really have an adult role model for myself. I didn't have an adult mentor. And music really got me through some very tough times. I found that many kids in the city of Cleveland don't have this opportunity. And that just wasn't okay with me.
The voices need to be heard. And this is a good conduit, good outlet.
Back in Puerto Rico, I didn't really know how to play the guitar. And then I moved here to Cleveland and I learned about a classical guitar lessons. So I went in and got them, and I know how to play a bit better and how to hold the guitar and some songs and friends.
The Cleveland Classical Guitar Society made our music program more robust. The changes we've seen, according to our data, shows that students have improved in grades because their focus and their recall has improved. We've seen improvement in attendance. We've also seen improvement in social emotional intelligence. So we've also noted that our scholars are more confident, more responsible because of the work of the Cleveland Classical Guitar Society.
It's made me very happy because I kind of always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. So when this opportunity came to me, I took it because I know I could play the guitar. So it kind of made me happy and feel like I could be something. I used to get picked on a lot, and then when I started playing music, it inspired me that I could do what I want. I'm not shy anymore. I help people because when I didn't play, I was a shy kid. I didn't like to do anything. You can play with groups, you can play by yourself, you can do lots of stuff. It feels cool, really cool.
What I've seen is significant decreases in discipline infractions. The students are self-motivated to do the right thing. They are making better choices. They are more self-aware, and it's something for them to look forward to.
Seeing students who, before the class started, didn't think of themselves as musical, didn't ever think they would play an instrument, and just seeing how quickly they turn around and realizing that they do have talent in music and on the guitar, and that it's something that they have an interest for. And I just love seeing them progress from the beginning level to becoming more advanced, and it's just a really rewarding experience. Generally, whenever we come in and do our first class, kids are usually having a great time right from the start.
It's pretty cool, actually, you know, because people, they'll hear it and they say, oh, that's real cool, where'd you come up with that? You get to kind of impress others and like feel more confident.
It's like helping society, it's helping people who actually do it, it's getting people like to do something productive in life, like it gets people attached to something they never thought they could ever do before.
We've heard from family members that our kids have turned their lives around, turned their schoolwork around, that they're more engaged in school, that this has been just an absolutely meaningful program for them.
Ever since the guitar came in my life, things got different. I found out who I was. Anytime like there's something going on at the school where there's a dad or like dad, like we're gonna walk your child to school today or something like that. Like anytime, like instead of being like, oh wow, I don't have one of those, I think of Mr. Man and Mr. G. So I wanted to thank y'all for that, because y'all make life a lot better and y'all help in a lot more ways than y'all probably know.
Cleveland has the second highest child poverty rate in the nation, and although we've got one of the best art scenes in the country, we also have the least amount of opportunities for kids to study the arts in the city of Cleveland. So most of the kids in the city of Cleveland never have the chance to learn an instrument, and for us, our program is typically their very first chance playing an instrument, and we take them from that point just as far as their passion will go.
This next segment features a few performances from our Guitar Day field trip. To introduce it will be a recent graduate of our program, Kadira McJunkins, who is now working for us as a teaching assistant.
Coming up are two performances from Guitar Day in 2019, where students showcased what they learned throughout the year and met fellow peers in the program from different schools.
My name is Rhonda Harrell, and I am the music teacher at Luis Munoz Marin School. For the last 4 years, I have had the pleasure of working with the Cleveland Classical Guitar Society, and I have seen firsthand the power of the guitar in the hands of my students. In this next clip, you will get to hear firsthand from the students themselves as they talk about what that guitar means to them.
What I love about guitar is that I get to hear all the different types of music and play the different types of strings and sounds.
What I like about guitar is being able to express my feelings through music.
What I learned about Guitar Club is that I could teach my friends and my parents and show off my talent for my singing career.
It's fun. It's just fun.
I just like it. I don't know. I like the music.
With my friends and make new songs and stuff.
I like learning new things.
I like what's about guitar class is that we get to learn new songs and we get to play guitar and learn stuff that we have never known before.
And we have had the honor of having the program instilled in our school for the last, I think, 4 or 5 years. So we are very blessed. And it's just been such an amazing experience so far.
All right, good job, good job.
When schools closed down due to the COVID-19 crisis, we knew we had to come up with an alternative way to reach our students. To do this, we created the Guitar at Home Academy, where we reach our students virtually via video conferencing. One focus of the Guitar at Home Academy is to create group projects that allow students to work together virtually. The first of those projects was a piece by our Director of Education, Brian Gaudino, called Walk to the Waterfall. the summer of 2019, CCGS teamed up with Archie Green, a Cleveland-based rapper and producer, to work with kids at the Lexington Bell Community Center. This project culminated in a performance at Severance Hall, featuring various student collaborations. Here's a recording from that performance, featuring 3 very talented guitar students and some audience participation. Special thanks to Archie Green for sharing this clip from his documentary, My Violin Weighs a Ton.
I'm very proud of the work our students did on this next piece entitled Beyond Ferguson. We're very lucky to have the composer and member of Duo Noir, Thomas Flippin, say a few words about the piece.
My name is Thomas Flippin, and I wrote this piece that you're about to hear. It's called Beyond Ferguson, and it's based off of a melody that I found in the slain teenager Michael Brown's original rap music by taking the notes and playing with them in different ways. And it's performed here beautifully by the students of the Cleveland Classical Guitar Society. It also features them reading a quote from W.E.B. Du Bois about what it is to be a black person in the United States of America. I hope the piece gives you all a chance to reflect on who we are as a country, where we've been, and where we're going. Thank you for listening.
Being a problem is a strange experience.
It dawned on me, with a certain suddenness, that I was different from the other.
Shut out from their world by a vast veil.
It is a peculiar sensation, this double consciousness.
This sense of always looking at oneself through the eyes of others.
Of measuring one's soul by a tape of a world that looks on in amused contempt and pity.
One never feels his choose. An American, a Negro.
The history of an American Negro is the history of this strife.
He simply wishes to make it possible for a man to be both a Negro and an American, without being cursed and spit upon by his fellows, without having the doors of opportunity closed roughly in his face.
This, then, is the end of his striving. We're going to close with an original song called Brighter Days, written by some of the amazing young people in our program. It gives a positive message of hope in a time when the world is facing countless struggles. Here to say a few words about the piece is one of its composers, Carmen Priestley. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Carmen Priestley, and as we reflect upon the senseless murder of African Americans, we remember the challenges that lie before us. We are living in uncertain and difficult times right now, but we must not lose hope. This next song, Brighter Days, is a reminder to keep our eyes fixed on the promising future that is ahead of us. We know we may not be able to fix this situation completely, but we can always focus on what we can do. We have a voice that deserves to be heard, and we can remain hopeful that there are brighter days ahead.
I can see the divide between so many things that separate you and me. In a land that was once free, but will we ever free? Or did this welcome to this catastrophe? Lights up alone, no one hearing our voices. If we scream stop, they'll still make the same choices. From shooting up schools to shooting up churches, everybody's hurting, but do they take notice? I still see the brighter days. I stick with the things I can change.
about that manly black horse. There's no just letting nature take its course. We need to stop all the patterns about the source. Tired of seeing families mourn every morn. It's time for some things to be enforced, cause tears every day continue to be ignored. From kids getting killed for drugs and shoes, just living like human beings. Y'all missing the bigger picture, cause this is what I seen. Insane society I wanna see my kids in. I wanna see the table spin, plus to see kids of all color win. Crime and murder's already a deadly sin, but doing nothing's a bigger kingpin.
But there is hope on the horizon. We won't give up. We'll still keep fighting. We may be bruised, but never broken. So let's stand together until this war is over. I still see the brighter day. I stick with the things I can change. I'd rather not stay in this haze. But when I look back, it was all just days. So many thoughts running through my mind, trying to chase dreams in such hard times.
We all wanna go out and solve world problems. We can't help our community, so how we gon' solve them? Racism, it's a big thing in this world. We go and kiss each other, no matter boy or a girl. We get treated less than we all were. Depending on ethnicity, we might get treated worse. At the end of the day, we are all human beings, but that's something that people don't want us to experience. Get shopping over clothes, no matter what brand it is, and stop all this madness and put an end to this. The future of the world is our hands, but we sitting around doing the same dance. I want my brother to grow up and say, I made it. I want my sister to grow up and succeed. No faking, we got the tools, we know how to use to make this improvement, but let's be unified and make